Hey Kamal, congratulations.
Thank you.
Does this feel like a little bit of redemption for you?
Slightly a redemption, but more so just a welcome home. I got my spot back at 77 kilos. After that year suspension, like all I could focus on was really like getting back onto the mat. Luckily, I joined up with the winning team here at WCAP, and it's been home ever since. So I see a lot more victories coming in the future.
How much do you think you've improved since joining WCAP?
Sorry, were you still asking a question?
And like, what's been the biggest improvement you've made last?
The biggest improvement is just the people who I stand across the line from every day. I mean, WCAP has great coaches who sets up the warm-up strategically for us, so we're never like burning out or anything like that. We're having fun constantly, and the partners are just great. I got Spencer Woods, who fell short against Ben Provisor, but he's like the number 1-2 guy in the country. Britton Holmes, who I was out there, that's my main practice partner, and he's a goer, and he's going to be really good. Really good, even better probably next year. So I gotta stay on my toes, you know, iron sharpens iron type deal.
Where have you grown since your last trip to Senior Worlds?
I say I've grown in just my patience on the mat. I'm a lot more strategic with my energy. Before, you guys, everyone, the whole world knew me as Kamal Bey, the guy who just constantly attacks, is constantly looking for the big moves. But now I kind of just stack up my points, get my ones, my twos, my fours, and any time 5 points, you know, to close the match. So that's changed a lot with me.
How did it feel to lead off the card this afternoon and now this evening be the first World Team member? Great atmosphere.
There was no one who could lead off the card but me. All right. It was great. I like to give the people a show. In my press conference with Flow Wrestling, I told them that it's going to be sparks flying with me and Britton. Like, when we're in the wrestling room, you guys should just come and film that because it's crazy. Like, let the dogs out, like he said, and we over here tugging on ropes, trying to get after it, score points. But it was great to be out here. Beat the Streets New York has been super fun and just really nice, like hosting us here and letting us perform in front of their youth group. And it's good to see like the young kids and kind of motivate them and like show them where they can be as far as the pinnacle of the sport, you know. So it's great.
So you mentioned Britton Holmes being your practice partner. How tough is it on you mentally having to wrestle him when there's something on the line?
I mean, when you get to this level, everybody knows that, friends on the mat, off the mat, no friends on the mat. So as soon as we step in that circle, I'm his competitor, he's my competitor, and when we step out the circle, we're friends. Like, he said it best, like, no matter who wins, like, I'm gonna help you get ready for Serbia. I was like, bet, if you win, I'll help you get ready for Serbia. It's none of that, like, try to hurt your team because, making him worse is only gonna make me worse. So you gotta push yourself every day and, like, not hold anything back as far as, trying to be great,
Britton,
sorry. It didn't look like you hold anything back. You were pretty dominant both matches. So.
Oh, thank you. No, absolutely not. As soon as the whistle blows, I go.
Britton was able to defend that reverse lift pretty well because you guys are super familiar. Do you think that would have anything to do with practicing every day together?
Usually I go straight lift on Britton. Today I decided to switch it up because I'm like, he's probably going to know the straight lift's going, so I went reverse lift. And on the second occasion, I ended up catching him off guard because he got cautioned into it and he got put back down. And, for Greco-Roman, that's huge because most of the time, like, you can only score in parterre because both guys are, like, so technically sound on their feet, like, strong body. And, I'm, like, one of the hardest people to take down in the world. Britton's also extremely hard to take down in the match or in the wrestling room. It's whatever. But that was, like, the change of pace in that match because I was losing and a good challenge call.
What was it like competing here at one of the most historic places in the world?
Oh, it was great, man. Like I'm telling you, when the lights come on, you see a smile on my face. Like, I was trying to, like, hide the excitement, but I'm, like, one of those people who, like, I really enjoy, like, large crowds and being the center of attention, like, all eyes on me. So, like, that just boosted everything. Like, just my willingness to win, my readiness to go out there. Like I always say, win 2. Prepare for 3 in these situations because you never know. Like, once again, he's a great opponent. He could have caught me off guard or something like that. But luckily, we came out 2-0, so it's good.
Going out with a big throw like that, just securing your spot on the world team, how did that feel?
It always feels great. Like, a couple interviews, like, in the past, I would say, like, my next throw is always my best throw. So great going out like that, giving the fans a show. And just kind of like getting that tech. You always want to get a pin or a tech when you're competing because you don't want to leave anything else on the mat. You want to leave it. You don't want to leave anything else out there for interpretation. People thinking they're close to you or anything like that. You want to always be dominant. So,
Have you missed the oohs and the ahs that you provide for the crowd?
oh, absolutely. Like, I can tell you, basic training for the Army, it was, you know, going in like nobody knew who I was. I'm like, man, they like, everybody wants to wrestle. I was like, no, I can't wrestle you, man. You might get hurt, something like that. But definitely, especially like the young guys, like that's what I really do it for, because like we really want to grow Greco-Roman as a sport. So getting these young kids out here exposed to this is great for them. So.
Well, Kamal, I think your match was maybe one of the most exciting so far, especially round 1. What do you have to just say about building Greco? What do you think it's going to take to just get more people on board?
It's definitely going to take support. It's going to take open-mindedness and like people to come up and step forward. D'Angelo Hancock did a great job yesterday, just kind of like telling us how, like telling it like it is. Like, you know, Greco-Roman wrestlers kind of feel like second-rate citizens, and you know, it's great that we get broadcasted by Flow, but a lot of times, like, we're out here achieving success on these overseas missions and stuff, and like nobody posts about us, and it's kind of upsetting. But you know, we're working, we're building. We got 1 medal last year with Tracy. Like, I'm hoping I go out there in Serbia and rip someone's head off and get a medal too. But you know, it's gonna take effort from both sides. So.
Awesome. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Congrats and welcome back.